during our budget crisis. Well, now there are reports saying that shutdown really hit the state hard. Lottery officials say the state lost about $4 million in revenue. Sales resumed on Thursday night after lawmakers voted to override Governor Rauner's veto. A local actor who was known for his role on a popular HBO series has died. Nelson Ellis grew up in Harvey and attended Thornridge High School in South suburban Dalton. He became famous for his role as Lafayette on the vampire drama True Blood in the 1990s. He also portrayed Martin Luther King Jr. in Lee Daniels' The Butler. A few years ago, Ellis returned to the Chicago area to found an African-American theater company called The Collective. He died of complications from heart failure. Nelson Ellis was just 39. A Chicago man is in the hospital this morning after he was gored during the running of the bulls. Now, this isn't the first time that Bill Hillman has been injured during the annual event in Pamplona, Spain. He was injured 3 years ago as well. Well, yesterday he says the bull was on him in a split second and tossed him in the air. He wasn't seriously injured, and get this, he says he's going to be back running with the bulls today if they let him out of the hospital. Felony charges have been filed against 4 people accused of displaying a banner on Trump Tower. They are all charged with 1 felony count of criminal damage to property. Environmental activists raised the banner on Friday. Greenpeace says the banner was meant to decry the U.S. government's rejection of the Paris Accord. 2 others were charged with misdemeanor reckless conduct. As the G20 summit wrapped up, leaders are praising security forces and talking trade. Fox News correspondent Brian Yennis has a recap of the weekend events.
The president tweeting as he left the G20 summit, quote, "The G20 summit was a wonderful success and carried out beautifully by Chancellor Angela Merkel. Thank you." He then tweeted praise for the security during the summit, saying, quote, "Law enforcement and military did a spectacular job in Hamburg. Everybody felt totally safe despite the anarchists. Security was a concern throughout the 2-day event. The city of Hamburg is estimating up to 50,000 people came out in protest. On Saturday, German police used water cannons to disperse the crowds. German Chancellor Angela Merkel met with the teams who secured the venue after the conference ended, praising them for the help in making the event a success."
We all would have rather avoided the protests, but everyone said that working conditions were excellent, and I also think we reached substantial results here.
The second day of the summit was jam-packed for the leaders and for President Trump. Trade was at the top of the agenda.
We're working on a trade deal, which is a very, very big deal, very powerful deal.